What's up, everyone? Welcome to c.r.a.c.k.a Season 5, Episode 21, I believe. Looking crazy with this headset. So I was told it works, so let's give it a whirl. And, yeah. Hey, whatever I gotta do, right? I do have some videos that were before this, and I was gonna load them up and then do this, but this was just really cool, so I kinda skipped ahead. So when you get the videos, the newer videos, I'm changing the number of them, obviously, but it's going to be a little out of order, I guess. But this was just cool, and I wanted to get it done and show it off. I went to get my mail, and there was a little flyer about a yard sale right in the community thing. I was like, cool. I'll might as well take a look. Actually, you know what? Before I get into that, let me thank 2 new subscribers, because I had mentioned them. Might have mentioned them. I was going to do a shout out to them in a video that you'll see later, so this is going to be weird, but it'll work out. Roamz, R-O-A-M-Z, thanks for subscribing. And the Comic Book Chronicle, thanks for subscribing, I appreciate it. Sorry, hairball. Anyway, on to the yard sale. Went to the thing. It was like right around the corner for me. I was like, alright, cool. I was like, what are the odds they have anything good? But you never know. You never know. And, sorry, hairball. Damn cat. Walked up to this yard kind of thing, and this guy had like all these boxes. He was probably, I'm gonna say he was in his 40s, give or take. Not really sure. But he had all these boxes, and I'm looking through them, and it wasn't really much. I went through like 3 boxes. I'm like, there's nothing in here. And there was like 5 boxes that got one. I'm like, I was like, I'm not gonna find anything, but. And I kept digging. Excuse me. And I found some cool shit. I'm not going to lie, but I'm kind of weary about what I'm going to do with it. Damn, sorry. Sorry about that. I don't want to call for another mic, but... found this. I had this when I was a kid. And I'm amazed that I just found it the way I found it. Like I said, I had it when I was a kid. I used to listen to it all the time. So there's your hint. And it wound up, it was a tape, so it wound up getting, ruined and opening and, all that stuff. Found this in one of the boxes, an unopened copy of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure soundtrack. Never been opened. And I picked this out. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, that's awesome. I was like, how much you want for this? He's like, I'll take $1 for it. I'm like, $1? Oh my god. I was like, you got it, man. So I gave him the buck. Never been opened. Now, my problem is, I'm thinking of not opening it because it's just cool to have it unopened. Because I keep hearing, well, I didn't keep hearing, but I heard from people that certain, records and CDs are rare, and I've never seen one unopened. So, sorry. But I like the music on here, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will open it. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Now moving on. This is pretty cool. This is the only other thing I got from the yard sale, but it's worth it. I think it's worth it anyway. Went through all the other boxes. There was 1 box left, and I'm going through it, and I see this all the way on the bottom, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I'm looking at it, I was like, oh my god, right? I fished it out of the box very carefully, and I lifted it up, and I was like, wow, it's not even opened. I was like, how much you want for this? And he's like, I'll take $5 for it. And I was like, $5? I was like, oh my god. I was like, you got a deal, man. So, gave this guy $5, and I got an unopened box of Spider-Man 2 cards. Well, Series 2. 30th anniversary, 1962 and 1992. I actually have this prism over here, which is pretty cool. And I do have a lot of these cards. I never got the whole set, but never been opened. Now, the funny thing is, this actually says, look for special prism cards. 6 special prism cards, if you can see it. And on the bottom, it says the same thing, but then they put a notice over it. This box contains from 0 to 3 prism cards. The copy beneath this sticker incorrectly suggests that 6 prism cards are in this box. We apologize for any inconvenience this causes you. But this is awesome. $5. It was never opened. That's insane. And I was like, why are you getting rid of this? He's like, well... He's like, I used to be into collecting cards. He's like, I got a whole bunch of things. He goes, I already sold. He had a Wolverine one a box of Wolverine cards that were unopened, and he sold them like an hour ago, and I was like, hey. He's like, yeah, he's like, I got Wolverine, I had Spider-Man, he's like, I had wrestling cards, I had Garbage Pail Kids, he's like, unopened Garbage Pail Kids, and I was like, oh my god. Had I went earlier, I probably would have, struck gold. But I'm still happy with this, so I'm not bitching. He's like, yeah, and he goes, I'm just not really into it anymore, and, they're not really worth anything, and he's like, I'm just trying to get some extra money and stuff like that by throwing out my junk. I was like, okay. So, unopened, $6 for both things. Oh my god. Now this box I'm not opening. I'm gonna keep it concealed, just for the hell of it, just to be like I have an unopened box. Moving on to some interesting things. Well, I think it's interesting anyway. A lot of people have been talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America, and other stuff. And my friends are, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And I just read actually an article that claiming that Guardians of the Galaxy is going to flop. It's going to be the worst Marvel movie. And I was watching Howler Mouse, and he was giving the good points to it, and how he was thinking it's not going to flop. And I agree with him. I really don't think it's going to do horrible. I think it's actually going to do pretty good. I'm not really a fan of the newer Guardians of the Galaxy. I like the old versions, which I heard are cameos in the new one, so it's kind of cool. But Howler Mouse's one great point was it's a fucking raccoon with a machine gun. Yeah, it's amazing how popular Rocket Raccoon got, especially from the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 game. But he's been around a long time, and he's finally getting some popularity. But like I said, I like the old school ones, but I think it's going to do well because it really is something different. It's something other than a sequel or a remake or a reboot or whatever. So I think it looked cool from the trailer I saw. I thought it was pretty damn cool. And I'm not even a fan of the new Guardians of the Galaxy, like I said. So I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I'd like to see that. So yeah, I think it's gonna do well. As for the new Captain America, I'm really looking forward to that one. That just looks sick. And Spider-Man, a lot of people are pretty pissed at Spider-Man. I'm pretty pissed at it too because I just think they're going the route of the Spider-Man 3 where they kind of cram everything in, and it's like, oh, don't do it. But we'll see. The more I see of the trailer for Spider-Man, I'm like, it's cool. It's gonna be cool. We'll see. Same thing with X-Men, the Days of Future Past thing. That's going to be interesting as well, because Bryan Singer's back, and First Class was amazing. I loved First Class. I thought that was just a great friggin' movie. And the original first two X-Men were amazing. X-Men 3, it was cool, but it sucked. It was just now comes the fun part, is people ask me what I think about the Fantastic Four reboot. That's gonna be the bomb. Not the good phrase, the bomb, but the bomb, the shit end of how Marvel's going to get bitch slapped, because that is just ridiculous. It looks stupid. It flat out just looks stupid. Well, not much. I was like, it's not much known. Just the cast. I mean, not to sound racist in anything, because I actually think Nick Fury as a black guy is actually cool, and I think the Kingpin as a black guy was actually pretty cool. But stop messing with the characters. It's getting annoying. It's like, oh, well, that worked. I know, let's make the Human Torch black. Or let's do this to this character, and let's screw up that character. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone, Marvel. Jesus Christ. I don't know, there's just so many jokes you can make about the Fantastic Four with a black Human Torch, but I'm not even going to go into that. But I think that's just going to bomb. It's going to flop. It's going to be the shittiest movie. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm actually one of the few people who actually liked the first Fantastic Four movie. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. The second one I was kind of iffy. It was cool to see the Silver Surfer, but Galactus blew. Galactus was retarded, a giant death cloud. Come on. But the first one was cool. I'm the same way with Ghost Rider. I liked the first Ghost Rider. I thought the second Ghost Rider sucked. I really liked Daredevil. I thought the first Punisher was amazing. Second Punisher was just as good. Hairball, sorry. But time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, I've been rambling on enough as it is. I'm on the fence. I'm like, do I open it? Because I like I said, I really like the music. As all the songs, I like them. Maybe I'll just open it. The hell with it. Because I keep all my stuff in great condition anyway, so even if I opened it, it's still going to be in good shape. Not that I would sell it anyway, but what the hell. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching, taking the time to listen to me ramble and watch my stuff. And please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever it is you want to do. I enjoy all that stuff. I appreciate it all. And thank you again to all my new subscribers. It's skyrocketing. I don't know. Interesting, very interesting. I'm just like, wow, it's taking off. I'm on my way. Yeah. But anyway, it's not the size of your cave that matters. It's what you have in it. And right now I have some good tunes and then an open box of Spider-Man. Later, everybody.